Close your eyes for a moment. It's pitch dark, no street lights, no phone screens, just a forest, breathing. You turn around in an open jeep, and behind you is nothing but blackness. Absolute nothing. And then, in the beam of a single headlight, striped shadows move. Tonight, I'm taking you to April 2024, deep into Pench National Park on a night safari, where hope was almost gone, visibility was close to zero, and the jungle decided to give us a memory for life. It was the summer of April 2024. Back in Mumbai, I had just finished my last working day at my firm. One chapter closed, another waiting to begin. And in between those chapters lies a rare luxury: time. My wife and I found ourselves in that beautiful in between phase. A couple of weeks of downtime, no deadlines, no alarms. Naturally, we wanted to do something memorable, something we'd talk about for years to come. And for us, that dream went all the way back to childhood, seeing a tiger in the wild, not behind bars, not on screens, not in zoos, but in its world. And I was lucky my wife shared the same exact excitement. Now, when you say tiger safari in India, the obvious names pop up: Tadoba, Corbett, Ranthambore. And yes, those are phenomenal parks. But this time, we wanted something more immersive, less frenzy, more forest. That's when Pench National Park came into the picture, recommended by family members who had been there over the years. Now, Pench lies across Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra, nestled in the Satpura Ranges. It's known for teak forests, open meadows, seasonal streams, and its raw, untamed feel. The park spans roughly 750 square kilometers, divided into core zones and buffer zones. Popular gates like Turia, Karmajiri, Jamtara, Salari are familiar names amongst wildlife lovers. And very importantly, Pench feels like a place where the jungle leads, not tourism. Instead of a resort, we stayed at a homestay recommended by a relative. And honestly, this was the best decision of the trip. The comfort was immediate, booking was effortless, but more than that, it was the warmth. The host helped us with everything: safari permits, gate selections, timings, planning, so on and so forth. After dusty safaris and long days, coming back to home cooked meals and quiet conversations felt grounding. It didn't feel like a hotel stay. It felt like being hosted by someone who genuinely loved the forest. We decided not to leave anything to chance. Four safaris in total, three core safaris, and one buffer safari. And not just any buffer safari, a night safari. Because here's something I truly believe in: the tiger doesn't know the difference between core and buffer. We are mere guests in a kingdom not known to us. They are the kings and queens. They go wherever they want. The first three safaris were stunning. The jungle was alive despite the summer heat. We saw massive gores resting like ancient guardians of the forest. Alert sambar deer scanning every direction. Wild boars, quick and chaotic. Even packs of dhole hunting with surgical precision. Bird life was exceptional. The brilliant Indian roller, flashes of electric blue, peacocks dancing completely unapologetic about the heat. It was beautiful and mesmerizing. And yet, no tiger. Three safaris done, zero stripes. Our expectations slowly started to dwindle and settled into acceptance because the jungle owes you nothing. Now, back in 2024, Pench offered something rare, a night safari from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. in the Khawasa buffer zone. By then, our hopes were low. Night, buffer area, almost no visibility, but we went anyway because even if nothing shows up, the experience itself mattered. As the sun dipped slowly below the horizon, the forest transformed. Shadows grew longer, sounds changed. Fireflies began lighting up the trees, tiny blinking stars floating through the jungle. The jeep lights were our only guide. You turn back and there's nothing, just pure, absolute darkness. A couple of hours in, no tiger, but the tension palpable. Somewhere deep inside, we whispered, if we get even a glimpse, this would be unforgettable. And then something shifted. Our guide made a bold choice. While others chased radio chatter and crowds, he trusted instinct, knowledge over noise. Along with a driver who knew these trails like muscle memory, we followed a sound, a sambar call. Now, here's the thing, every deer calls, but when a sambar calls, there's almost always a predator nearby. It's the jungle's alarm system. We reached a clearing, and suddenly silence. No engines, no voices, no other jeeps. As our gypsy's lights swept across a patch of bushes, there she was, Bindu, a tigress, calm, powerful, unbothered, walking through the night like she owned it. We couldn't believe it, because this wasn't even her territory. This buffer zone belongs to Jugni, another tigress and her litter. If we were to see anyone, it should have been Jugni. But there she was, Bindu, in another female's domain, in absolute darkness, only our headlights revealing her stripes. That moment was peak jungle drama. That night, the jungle didn't just welcome us, it embraced us with open arms, and it did not disappoint. This wasn't just a safari, it was a reminder that the best stories come when you surrender control, when you listen, when you trust the wild. This remains one of the most dramatic wildlife experiences of my life, a safari like no other. And years from now, I know I'll still remember the darkness, the silence, and the Queen of Pench walking calmly into the night.